Hello fellow Star Wars fans, my name is Star Raptor and I'm so happy you clicked on this video. That means you are a fan, most likely of the High Republic. You're in the right place because today we are talking about a recap of The Will to Fight. This is a Tales from the Occlusion Zone short story included in Inside 232. This is a monumentous occasion, guys. Not only is this the final short story for Phase 3 Tales from the Occlusion Zone, this is the final High Republic short story. If you could stick with me a moment here, bring us all the way back to 2021. We didn't get the novel first. Technically, the High Republic, as the initiative, started off with a short story. I think it were called Tales of Light and Life, which focused on Joss and Pika Adrian. And we come around full circle, ending things off for the High Republic with those same two characters in a completely different environment, and that's where we pick up in this one, as we always do. Of course, this is written by Lydia Kang, and we pick up with Eb Cassette, who is on Eriadu, right? We are in the thick of it with the Battle of Eriadu. The Nihil are attacking, General Vice's people are there as well, and we have Eb Cassette beset upon by all these scav droids in this factory, and she's trying to detonate and destroy this thing, but is getting overwhelmed. She puts out an emergency call to Pika and Joss Adrian, who, just when they think are safe, they go to Krenara's Third Horizon ship. She is very much pregnant. She's basically in labor at this point, and it's Pika's decision to say, oh, our friends are in need. We're going to go back to basically hell and try to give them help, even though I'm in a moment of crisis, basic medical emergency with this baby that we've been, hearing about for months and months and months as they're doing their survival story here in the Occlusion Zone. So we have that going on. Meanwhile, we have Elping and Varko, who are part of the RDC, and they are clearly getting overwhelmed. They're trying to go and help Eb as well, but they are really just kind of pinned down by the Nihil. Things are not looking good. But that is when Pika and Joss Adrian, they arrive, they're in their long beam, the arc, it's kind of barely holding together, and they literally distract the scav droids long enough before they get attracted by the scav droids, and they basically crash. But in doing so, we also have Eb Cassette that successfully completes her mission with detonating several thermal detonators inside of the facility, destroying it. And not long after, that is when overall the battle is won through the many efforts of all the soldiers throughout Bifranc City, throughout Eriadu Sea, as seen in the High Republic Adventures, as seen in Trials of the Jedi novel, as seen in the Fear of the Jedi Marvel comics with Keeb Trennis as the Marshal of the Forces of the Republic. This story has now been closed. And just when we think we are good, that is when things don't look very good for Pika. We realize the blood on her stomach is just her going through labor. She successfully delivers a baby thanks to COSN, who is a protocol droid. Luckily, they trained this droid in the means of figuring out how to deliver a baby because there was nobody else available. The droid was able to do it with one hand since its arm got blown off, and that is the story. We get the name of the baby, Hedda Cassette, in basically to commemorate the aunt of Eb Cassette, who was the pilot of the Logan Run. Unfortunately, that ship was torn apart by the Nihil Cloud ship that started this whole thing, this whole conflict with the Nihil, going all the way back to the Great Disaster in Light of the Jedi. Commemorate that pilot that did the best she could to try to minimize damage the best she could in hyperspace there. So that is the story in a nutshell. That really does close a chapter on, again, the High Republic short stories. I've really enjoyed these, getting one a month or one every 2 months, right? It's been a nice kind of flow. And this really does a great job of tying together the Battle of Eriadu, making things look really intense from the perspective of these characters that are not force wielders, but are just your everyday man. So what did you think about this one? Let me know in the comment section down below. For more on the High Republic, you're already in the right place. I have so many other videos going all the way back to 4 years ago. I've been loving this era, covering this era, and I still have more videos to come, so make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more on Star Wars and the High Republic. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you always, for light and life.